Hi, my name is Carson Langenbacher, and my additional Labor 3 presentation will be on the Washington Post article titled China is Censoring Its Critics on Zoom. Will the tech company continue to comply? So, basic description and summary of the article is it's about how China is using Zoom to censor people both inside and outside of China, and Zoom is complying with it. It's by the Washington Post editorial board, and it begins by explaining the significance of Zoom in a country such as China, where free information does not run free, and they need more free information. Gives examples of Zoom hosts that were censored by ultimately by the Chinese government through Zoom and did not live in China, and then it calls on Zoom to stop complying with the censorship from the Chinese government. The purpose of this article appears to be to call action to Zoom to do the right thing and also bring to light further wrongdoings by the Chinese government. Kind of putting some pressure on Zoom to do the right thing by putting it in the public spotlight, and also bringing the issue of online censorship to light, especially through something such as Zoom. First rhetorical tool that we can see is it names President uh, Xi Jinping. This is important because he's ultimately, him and his government are behind this censorship. Um, it explains how China's censorship is reaching outside of China's borders. It's no longer just within China, but also China is censoring people that do not even live in China through Zoom, and it uses the metaphor that this is the censorship arm of China is attempting to reach across the globe. Second rhetorical tool that it uses because it's an American audience. They differentiate between the uses of Zoom in the United States and the uses of Zoom in China. Basically, in China, it's used for the same things that Zoom is here, but also at an anonymous way for people to get information that the government would otherwise censor. This is very important. It describes how Zoom, if it went on like this, could be a beacon for free information, but China caught on to things such as this that were going on and is now doing all it can to censor that. The article also names some real examples as a rhetorical tool, such as Zhao Fengsu, a former student leader. He does not live in China. He did not host this meeting in China, but he hosted a vigil for the lives lost in the Tiananmen Square massacre. They also give two other examples of Zoom calls that the Chinese government censored through Zoom, or asked Zoom to censor, and Zoom complied. And none of these people lived in China, yet Zoom complied with China's requests to do so. Ultimately, this article is a call to action. It's put pressure on Zoom to combat censorship because they're in a position in which they can, and also to bring light to the fact that Zoom could be doing good. It could be spreading free information, but it doesn't because it's centered around making money, appeasing the Chinese government that they're working with. And that's all my presentation.